Hello everyone, sorry it's one of these videos that I just talk about, I just talk about, like, you know, just stuff from here. Not really anything too special. I will have my predictions up by tomorrow. Now let's get some Browns news going. Browns signed safety Tedrick Thomas. That's what I was going to say yesterday, but I forgot to mention it in my video. Anyway, that's a pretty big signing actually for depth in the safety position. But he's the guy that got mossed by Odell Beckham Jr. I see him being kind of like a third-string safety, especially this is a kind of a good signing now that Ronnie Harrison is gone for 4 to 6 weeks. Bro. I love Ronnie Harrison. He might be back for playoff time if we make it there. I hope we do. Hope he makes it. He might be back either. He could be back by the Jets game or Giants game, or he could even be back to not even till the Steelers game. Now let's talk about Myles Garrett getting off the COVID list and about to go unleash the guy that we've been waiting for to come. All 3 weeks, not 3 weeks, 2 weeks long. He missed the Philly game. Not that big of a deal. We could shut him down. But he missed the Jags game, and it was actually really important. The Jaguars really stood up. They had Brian Leonard play a good game. Alex Cam. Jerome Robinson, something like that. Leonard 3 from their offensive line. But especially they had a good game. Mike Leonard did, honestly. I know he's a meme, but he had a pretty good game. Denzel Ward's expected to miss 2 more weeks with a strained calf. Now, I do not think he'll miss with Wyatt Teller doing that 4 weeks because they let him play the full game. They did not let Wyatt Teller. Denzel Ward should be back 2 to 3 weeks. We need him back, maybe at best, they said, for the Baltimore Ravens game. But right now, it looks like he's going to miss all the way up to the Jets game. If we win one of these games, I'm just going to tell you right now, not so many news, but this might be facts. If we beat the Titans and the Ravens lose to the Steelers tomorrow, it's almost like, unless we do a fudging Browns move, it's almost guaranteed playoffs because we have the tiebreaker over the Titans and the Colts. So no matter if we had the same record versus any of those AFC South teams, we could easily be ahead of them. That's going to be a huge game. Now for the Raiders, they're struggling a little bit, which is really big for us and really good for us. Dolphins, we don't play them this year, but they also do play the Raiders. I hope that the Dolphins win that game because that's not out of the blue. If they get that 7th playoff spot, I would actually like that. I'm hoping for the 5th playoff spot, and that's where we're at right now. I hope that the Titans win versus the Colts in the AFC South, because we already have the tiebreaker over the Colts. So that means we're going to be ahead of them no matter what if we have the same record. That only leaves 3 real teams left. Maybe the Patriots, you could argue. Broncos, no way in heck. I don't know how people are saying the Broncos even have a decent shot at the playoffs and they don't have a quarterback. But Patriots have to win out. And even if they do win out, they might be at best the 7th seed in this AFC. So I'm really thinking of 3 more teams to make 2 playoff spots. And right now, we're over, the Raiders are 6-5. And if the Ravens lose tomorrow, they'll be like 6-5. So that means all they have to do is the Raiders lose. They're out of the playoffs. That means the Dolphins are probably in. If the Ravens lose 2 more games, that will be 8. That'll be 7 losses. 9-7 is not going to cut it. So that means we'll be ahead of them. And all we really have to worry about is, in my opinion, the Dolphins, the Colts, not the Colts, or kind of the Colts, the Ravens, and the Dolphins. There's 3 spots open, and right now we look like we're going to hang on to 1. That's how I feel like right now. There's really no team. If the Raiders lose, the Ravens lose, we might honestly be that 7th seed almost automatically. At least the 7th seed. If we beat the Titans this week. See you guys tomorrow. Pretty lengthy video, actually. I'm going to do my predictions tomorrow. See ya, fam.